this room that would probably still be wrestling.
Yeah, I wouldn't have had a hairline fracture in my tailbone. I could quit my career of doing this.
Yeah, but I remember back before wrestling, back before the WWF, went big time with Hulk Hogan. Wrestling was mostly confined to the small arenas. There was, I remember as a very little person,
Jack Ritchie's
in North Attleboro, Massachusetts, and and those were back in the days when you could get real up close and personal, and you could take a look at the ring, you could look under the ring, and and there was a spring under there. Yes, there was, but like we said, that was so the wrestlers do not break their backs every time they land on the canvas, not to turn the thing into a trampoline.
Yeah.
Let's just get that straight.
I had the misfortune of wrestling in a small independent that had a pretty decent ring, but like the suspension in your car, that spring starts to go after use. So their redneck ingenuity was to use a stack of old tires in place of where the spring was supposed to be. Brutal.
Oh, I got a better one for that now. Of course, everybody out here knows that it's no secret. I did backyard wrestling, and I remember now. This is definitely redneck engineering. A piece of the wood had rotted away because the guy never covered the ring. This was a kickboxing ring. No give, no flipping springs under this thing. This thing hurt like hell. So that when we got into the independent circuit and landed on a real ring, we had to sell it, but it felt awesome compared to this thing. And one of our good friends decided, well, I have no wood. I'm going to replace this with a steel chair. And wouldn't you know, during that match, who fell on that steel chair? I remember clear as day a gentleman by the name of Stonewall Mike Atlas picking me up and sidewalk slamming me, and I landed on something that did not feel like the wrestling ring. I'm like, why is there metal under here? And you can hear the guy over there saying, well, I didn't have money for wood, so I put a metal chair under there. Yeah, no, not a good idea.
Not a good idea. What is a good idea is, let's go back to the music for a second. And, we'll play that aforementioned Alice Cooper track. That's a good idea. The Quiet Room, here on the Haunted Cabaret on Rhode Island Free Radio.
Remember that shit? Dan and Sylvia replaced that? Or Delicious Dan?
California air, your nightgown on the stair. I remember every night, scenes from home in the quiet room. How long have I been gone? Did winter kill the love? And all those Polaroids you sent are on the wall in the quiet room. They've got this place where they've been keeping me, where I can't hurt myself, I can't get my wrist to bleed, just don't know why. Suicide appeals to me. Sterilized and white, it's like a tomb with just a moth-stained naked line. Plastic forks and spoons, no laces in my shoe. They all know what I tried to do outside the quiet room. This quiet place just dream. My confidant, I have confessed my life. The quiet room knows more about me than my wife. They've got this place where they've been keeping me, where I can't hurt myself. I just can't get these damn wrists to bleed. A mattress on the floor, no handles on the door. I really need nothing more. I'm alone.
All right, that was Alice Cooper, The Quiet Room, here on the Haunted Cabaret. And the great thing about Alice Cooper is, he does have quite a few quiet songs, but they're quiet. You have to pay attention. I know a couple of people have said to me, playing ballads on the Haunted Cabaret.
How dare you?
Yeah, how dare I? Yeah, but those are Alice Cooper ballads. I mean, the ballads I've played on the Haunted Cabaret by Alice Cooper have been, if I remember correctly, The Quiet Room, which you just heard. And I also like to play Millie and Billy.
That's a good one.
Off the same CD, From the Inside. And anybody that criticizes me for playing the ballad Millie and Billy on the Haunted Cabaret obviously does not pay attention to the lyrics.
They're not an Alice Cooper fan.
They're not they can't be. They can't be. Alice Cooper ballads, the occasional Boys to Cult ballad. No, you have to. I know some people listen to music for the beat because they can dance to it or screw to it or whatever else they want to drink to it, whatever else they want to do to it. Whatever else. Yeah, but there is a time and a place for listening to the lyrics in a song. And if I'm playing a ballad here on the Haunted Cabaret, it's probably time to listen to the lyrics. You will be greatly entertained at the stories revealed therein. Yeah, Chuckles, Alice Cooper, quite a few ballads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely, you're not playing You and Me, Superstar. I mean, that's a very gushy, lovey song that
it
he
is,
put together.
but that song will get you laid really quick if you play it to the right woman.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm not a virgin nerd. Even those other two songs there will
I'm saying
do their thing.
Right, but I'm saying, but specifically.
Yeah.
I mean, Alice Cooper, those songs were written for a reason. They were written for his commercial enhancement, first of all, but they were also written to help us get laid.
I mean, if you want to really get laid and play a good song, probably going to get laid by a cougar, but hey, cougars need loving too.
Well, as long as you use some lubrication.
Yeah.
Because they get nasty after 40.
Poison is a great song to get laid to. Very good song to get. And the other one off the album is Trash. Those are two very good, hardcore, raunchy songs that if you play it for some reason, it gets the ladies' engines a little.
Well, I see the obvious connection. Trashy women trash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
And Poison's one of those other ones. Every woman I know that says they like Alice Cooper, the first song they say is, I love Poison.
I'm not going to speculate psychologically what that says about the woman in question. But I'll go with it. I'll give it a try.
I'm telling you, nerds out there, try it. I mean, what do you got to lose? You're getting out of your parents' basement,
Well, they're getting out to Comic-Con from their parents' basement at least 3 days this weekend. So,
right.
Yeah. So while you're out there at Comic-Con, and you're seeing all that female flesh in those... well, I don't. For some reason, a picture of Fat Wonder Woman just came to mind. I didn't mean for that to happen in my own mind.
Yes, you did.
I was thinking of Poison Ivy, sexy Poison Ivy, who's always there, and sexy Wonder Woman, who's always there. And yes, I don't know if we mentioned this on the air or not yet, but it's almost like they have doppelganger clones. For every and tell me if I'm not right, you guys, when you go down to Comic-Con, for every sexy or if it's a woman, or well-built guy and dressed as a superhero, there's a doppelganger, a double, who's fat.
It's never a good sign when Wonder Woman's lasso is made out of licorice.
and I no means am I a skinny clown, but I'm not going there dressed as the Joker.
No, don't do it. No, just don't do it. But yeah, just something to look for at this year's Comic-Con, courtesy of the Haunted Cabaret. Yeah,
I'll be taking down numbers to see how many I get. Take pictures with them too.
Yeah, kind of like the before and afters in some hellish weight loss plan or actually chubby chicks are pretty popular here at Rhode Island Free Radio. So we would probably switch those pictures, wouldn't we, Tony? Maybe before and after, skinny to fat. I think that'd probably be our preference. No question about it. And Chuckles, I'll tell you, that was professionalism on the part of Chuckles the Clown, turning his head so he wouldn't blast laughter right into that microphone. Good job.
Oh man. I could go into some stories about that and Tony Jones, but I'll save the man's career because he might want to try to go for lieutenant governor again somewhere down the road.
Maybe I could clinch the fat chick vote. That could be what puts me over.
Well, fat chicks usually clench. That's one of the best things about them. Yeah. If you want to clinch, hopefully they clench. I can't go into another segment and beat that right now. So let's go right back to the music. I want to play some Pantera. I got a few great songs here. I want to make sure I get them all in. I got some Pantera. I haven't played that in a while. Let's go with 13 Steps to Nowhere here on the Haunted Cabaret on Rhode Island Free Radio.